Hey, if you're a data professional and you're feeling a little bit stuck, maybe like you're on a treadmill just churning out the same reports day after day, well, this is for you. Think of this as your roadmap, your guide to climbing that career ladder and really, truly making an impact. So let's get started. This right here is probably the single biggest misconception in our entire field. It's this one idea that holds so many brilliant analysts back from ever reaching their full potential. And today, we are going to tear that idea down, piece by piece. And that's the hard truth, right? Staying in that dashboard-only zone, it's not just limiting your career, it's actually becoming a risk. The ground is shifting, and it is so important to know what comes next. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to climb 4 distinct levels of analytics, one step at a time. We'll kick things off with level 1, reporting reality. Then we'll move up to diagnosing the why. After that, we'll get into predicting the future. And finally, we'll reach the very top, driving the action. And don't worry, we'll wrap it all up with your next move, so you know exactly what to do. Let's start the climb. Okay, welcome to level 1. This is ground zero. It's the starting point for pretty much every data analyst out there. This is where we take all that messy, raw data and turn it into a clear story about what's already happened. It's essential, for sure, but it's only the beginning. So at its core, this level is all about descriptive analytics. You're building the sales reports, putting together the monthly dashboards. You know the drill. Your main job is to answer that one fundamental question: what happened? You're basically the historian for the business. Let's make this super practical. The skill you really want to master here isn't just about crunching the numbers. It's about data visualization and storytelling. A perfect project to flex this muscle? Build a really sharp, interactive sales dashboard in something like Tableau. One that doesn't just throw numbers on a screen, but makes the key trends jump right out. But, and this is a huge but, I need you to hear this loud and clear. This level, it's the danger zone. And why is that? Because it's the most repetitive, most predictable part of the job, which makes it the absolute easiest to automate. If all your value is tied up in answering what happened, you're not just doing a job, you're competing directly with AI. So, how do you get out of that danger zone? Well, you start climbing. This is where you evolve from being a historian into more of a detective. You're not just reporting the facts anymore. Now you're investigating them. Level 2 is all about diagnostic analytics. It's about asking the most important follow-up question there is. Why? Why did our sales suddenly drop? Why did engagement spike on Tuesday? It means you have to connect the dots, dig a little deeper, and find the actual root cause. Here's a classic scenario for you. User engagement takes a nosedive. The level 1 analyst, they just report the numbers. But the level 2 analyst, they go hunting. The key skill here is root cause analysis. You're the one who dives into the user data to find that one specific feature update that seems to be connected to the drop. That's real value. And this is where you really start to shine. Look, an AI can spit out a correlation in a split second. Absolutely. But can it understand the business context? Can it ask the right follow-up questions? That's your superpower. Uncovering that subtle, nuanced why is something that, for now, pure automation just can't do. Okay, now we're about to make a really big leap. We're going from being reactive, analyzing the past, to being proactive. At level 3, you're not just explaining what happened. You're starting to shape what's going to happen next. This is where you start to become truly strategic. We've officially entered the world of predictive analytics. You start using all that historical data to forecast what's just over the horizon. It's kind of like giving your company a crystal ball, answering that really powerful question: what's going to happen next? Now, this level definitely requires a change in your toolkit. You're going to have to get comfortable with statistical modeling and the basics of machine learning. A fantastic project here is to build a time series model to forecast sales. And this isn't just some cool tech exercise. It provides massive business value by helping the company manage its inventory, avoiding those costly situations where you have too much, or even worse, not enough. All right, we've made it to the top, the pinnacle. This is the absolute highest level of analytical impact you can have. At this stage, your analysis doesn't just inform decisions. It literally tells the business the best possible action to take. Welcome to level 4, prescriptive analytics. This goes way beyond just predicting what's going to happen. It's about recommending what the business should actually do about it. You're answering the one question every single leader is asking. Okay, so what's our best move? To operate at this level, you need a powerful combination of technical chops and real business smarts. Your projects get more complex too. You're not just building a model, you're creating a simulation. You're testing different pricing strategies to find the one that doesn't just boost sales, but maximizes profit. This is how you go from being a data analyst to a real strategic partner. So, we've climbed the whole ladder. We've seen what it looks like to go from a simple reporter of facts to a driver of strategy. Now, let's bring this all home and talk about what you can do to apply this framework, starting right now. I mean, this table just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? You start by providing hindsight. Then you level up to providing insight. From there, you graduate to foresight. And at the very top, you empower the business to take action. Every single step up this ladder dramatically increases your value. Think of this as your career path, laid out plain and simple. Report, diagnose, predict, and drive. It's a clear, straightforward progression. The key is to figure out where you are right now, and then focus on building the skills you need to take that next step. Let's end on a really important truth here. The industry is moving, and it's moving fast. The real value is shifting up this ladder, away from basic reporting and squarely towards prediction and decision-making. If you choose to stay at level 1, you're choosing to compete with automation, and that's a race that gets harder to win every single day. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. It's not about which levels you've heard of. It's about which one you're actually operating in and day out. Because being honest with yourself about where you are right now is the first, most critical step to getting where you want to go.